The International Union for Conservation of Nature estimates the global polar bear population at between 20,000 and 25,000, and its numbers are gradually declining. The US Geological Survey predicts that 2/3 of the world polar bear population will be extinct by 2050, mainly due to shrinking sea ice caused by climate change. I'm going to tell you, friends, some interesting facts about polar bears that you may not have known. Fact number 1. The biggest bear. As the largest terrestrial predator, the polar bear can weigh 700 kilograms and reach 3 meters in length. Only the brown bears of the Kodiak subspecies, which inhabit the island of the same name, can be as big. Fact number 2. Record swim. Polar bear can swim 687 kilometers without resting. Such a record for polar bears swam in 9 days in the Beaufort Sea. The reason for this forced record was climate change on Earth. As you know, polar bears swim from drifting to land-fast ice throughout their lives in search of prey and resting places. But as sea ice melts rapidly due to rising temperatures, polar bears have to travel ever greater distances, risking the health and lives of their cubs. Using a GPS collar, researchers studying this polar bear for 2 months were able to follow her throughout her journey. When she finally reached the ice, they found that she had lost 20% of her body weight, about 48 kilograms, and her 1-year-old calf, for whom the swim was too much. Fact number 3. Excellent sense of smell. Polar bears have a very good sense of smell. For example, he can detect prey at a distance of 1.6 kilometers from him, or under a layer of snow about 1 meter thick. Most often his prey are ringed seals and sea hares. Fact number 4. Proper nutrition. Adult bears usually eat high-calorie skin and blubber of seals, while young bears eat red meat, rich in protein. Fact number 5. A curious animal. Being curious animals, polar bears often explore landfills and sample garbage. They consume almost anything they can find there, including dangerous substances. For example, plastic, hydraulic fluid and motor oil. The landfill in the town of Churchill in the Canadian province of Manitoba was closed in 2006 precisely because of the polar bears, or rather, to protect them from consuming harmful food. Waste previously taken to this dump is now recycled or taken to the city of Thompson. Fact number 6. Attacks on humans. Fed polar bears rarely attack people. It only happens if the animal is pissed off. Among the cases of polar bear attacks on humans, the incident with Japanese photographer Michio Hoshino is well known. While on an expedition in northern Alaska, he encountered a hungry polar bear. The latter chased the man, but Hoshino managed to make it to his car. Before the photographer left, the bear managed to tear off one of his car doors. Michio Hoshino was later killed by a brown bear while on a business trip in Russia. Fact number 7. A polar bear and a dog. In 1992, a series of photographs were taken near the town of Churchill of a polar bear playing with a Canadian Eskimo dog a tenth the size of a bear. The pair played every day for 10 consecutive days. Neither the bear nor the dog sustained any injuries during these games. According to scientists, the bear's behavior may have been an attempt to show friendliness to the dog, hoping to get a chance to feed with it. However, this behavior is not typical for polar bears. Usually these animals behave aggressively toward dogs. Fact number 8. Polar bear games. Adult polar bears lead a solitary lifestyle. However, there are many cases when these animals have been seen playing with each other and even sleeping in each other's arms. Polar bear researcher Nikita Ovsyannikov says that adult male polar bears may have a friendly relationship with each other. In turn, the games of young individuals serve as practice for them before the competition during the mating season. Fact number 9. Polar bear hibernation. In the fall, when ice becomes scarce, all pregnant female polar bears dig a shelter in the drifts with a narrow tunnel that leads to 1 to 3 chambers. Once the den is built, the female falls into a hibernation-like state there. It is not a continuous sleep, but the bear's heart rate slows to 46 to 27 beats per minute. The bear's body temperature does not drop during this period, as it would with any other hibernating mammal. The cubs are born from about November through February and remain in the shelter with their mother until about mid-February or April. Fact number 10. Predator rescue. Concerns about the survival of the species led to restrictions on polar bear hunting in various countries as early as the mid-1950s. So, for example, the USSR banned hunting polar bears in 1956, Canada began imposing hunting quotas in 1968, Norway adopted a series of strict restrictions from 1965 to 1973, and then banned the hunting of these animals completely. And in 1973 5 countries, including Canada, Denmark, Norway, the USSR and the United States, signed the International Agreement on the Conservation of Polar Bears. The countries agreed to impose a number of restrictions on the hunting of polar bears and to conduct further research on them. In Russia today, poaching poses a serious threat to the population of these animals. Hoping to eliminate the problem, the Russian government imposed a ban on hunting this animal in 2007. Only locals in Chukotka are allowed to hunt polar bears using traditional methods. And for those who have listened to this video to the end, I will tell you about the most interesting fact about polar bears. Polar bears greet each other by touching their noses. They use the same system when they want to ask a fellow bear for a favor, for example, if they need food. And that fact emphasizes the unbearable lightness of being. Thank you for your attention. Please subscribe to my channel or just give me a like if you like this video.